How to Kill Your Business by CyprusAccountants.com.cy. Hi everyone, today I'm going to speak about the 6 most common operational weaknesses we identified today based on our experience on mid-sized Cyprus companies. So, what are these fatal errors prioritized? Number 1, retain poor workforce. Most of our mid-sized clients, they don't invest in their workforce. This is very bad and tragic, to be honest, because all the decision making is made by one key person, which implies that all the functions or all the departments of the company are underperforming. It means that all these departments and all the organization becomes very slow because everything has to go through the same person, the decision maker. So the company is slow in acting, is slow in performing, and is slow in making decisions or implementing new strategies and tactics. This is imperative because it's not the most strong species that survive, or it's not the strongest company that survive in this competitive environment we're living, but the most adaptive one. So please, the solution for this problem is for all of you business owners to invest in your workforce. We need to try to replace weak candidates with stronger ones, cash flow or profitability permits. Maybe it is worth considering replacing 2 weak employees by 1 stronger one who will be saving you time and who could possibly take initiative and decision making. It is very important to handle this, and I believe this is the most important fatal error that we have experienced today with our clientele. Fatal error number 2, most of our weaker clients avoid investing back the money in their business. This is tragic because they never leave enough money in their bank accounts. Rather than investing the previous year's profits into new facilities and technologies, they would rather spend this money for a new car or expensive holidays or for an expensive purchase. What we have to remember is that the companies that get ahead from the competition are those that invest in good times, because in good times they have the money and they have the will and the energy to invest their profits back into their business. In bad times, there isn't such available funds to invest back in your business. So please set up a different bank account where you will leave part of previous year's profits sitting there. It is imperative. It will not only boost your psychology every time you open and you see that you have 100,000 sitting there in your bank account, but it will also make you feel more comfortable in making decisions about making your whole operation and your entire business better. So please, whatever you do, open up a new bank account, which could be a savings account, and transfer some of the funds each year at the end of each year into that account. Those funds should be sitting there earning interest, and if you decide so, you can invest them back in your business. Another fatal error we face is that people and mid-sized companies and their owners fail to have strong quality control procedures. Whether they are a service provider or a product provider, they lack the strategic implementation of improving their quality control procedures and quality product or services. We cannot run a business if we do not serve the best quality service or the best quality product. Yes, maybe if you are in China and you're servicing a huge market, that might not be the case product-wise. However, as an organization, you also need to have quality control procedures throughout the entire stage of production, of raising invoices, of finance department, of marketing department, and so on. So, how do you overcome this fatal error? Let's start with the easy part. The easy part is sending to your clients questionnaires or discussing with them about your services and your product. It is your clients who's going to tell you the truth about how well you stand in the marketplace, how good your product is, or how strong your services and your client relations are. Also, you need to audit all the departments within your organization. You need to write down exactly what each person does, how they do it, and you need to try to find ways to improve them. You need to train your staff, as I mentioned at the first point. You cannot afford to have staff, especially in key positions, remain untrained, because not only they will cost you money and time, but also they can cost you loss of business. Moving on to the next fatal error is the lack of server facilities. We audit big clients who do not even have proper server facilities. I cannot imagine that this is happening in the era we're living, where server facilities can be rented for as low as $15 per month. We cannot have our businesses risk losing their data, their client information, or having our operation and business disrupt just because we don't use server or backup facilities. This is unimaginable. We need to invest back into the business. We need to invest in a good server or even in a medium server, something that will meet our needs and will not cost us too much money. As I've mentioned earlier on, the solution is either cloud server, which is a cheaper solution, where with a few bucks per month, you can have access to all your records from anywhere in the world. All your records will be automatically backed up. They can be stored. You can upload whatever you feel like, and you can have a hierarchy on who is using your folders within your server. Alternatively, you can invest from 2,000 up to 10,000 worth of a proper server who will be sitting in your room, in your office. Bear in mind that if you go with option B, you need to factor some overheads for this server, because such servers needs to be in an isolated room. It has to be locked. It has to be ventilized, so the air condition should be on at all times. It will require maintenance and so on. Moving on to the next fatal error is the lack of automations. Similarly to the server, we experience that our mid-sized clients do not have automations for raising invoices, for chasing debts, for monitoring cash flow, and so on. Again, with few bucks per month, there are software solutions where you can raise invoices in seconds. Even from your mobile, you can send reminders to clients or bill them while you talk to them on the spot. It is a shame to witness that clients where they are wasting their resources in raising invoices, posting them, sending them by email, and then waiting and then calling them to remind them, then having a person responsible for the debt collection and so on. Yes, I understand that this could be the situation when automations will fail, but we are implementing these solutions to all our clients' departments so that we save man-hour, which implies that we save the bottom line and we increase the bottom line. Moving forward to our last point, and the most unfortunate point, is that the business owners of the mid-sized firms and companies in Cyprus believe that they know everything and they are very cheap. What do we mean by that? It means that they are not willing to pay accountants, lawyers, marketeers, and they pretend that they know it all. As a result, their company does not change. We have clients who haven't shifted much since the last 10, 15 years. This is unacceptable, because if they cannot adapt to the new demands of this new competitive and high technological era we're all living, they will fail as a business. They will stay behind from other more high-tech competitors, and they're going to lose the game. So the solution for this is to please business owners, listen to your advisors, pay them, try to do new things by spending some money, try new things, trial and error, but please do not stay stagnant. You need to move on. You need to keep up learning, getting educated, and adjust to the new requirements. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe in our YouTube channel so that you will stay informed with the latest developments.